All right. So it looks like we are now live. Congratulations to all the winners on the instant grants. Hello, everyone. Hello, Carlton. And we have some new members here, Ray.
Oh, yes, we do. So, big shout out to our newest member of the Skip community, Mahogany Scene. Welcome. Maggie Collins, welcome. And also Tiffany Ray. We definitely appreciate each and every single one of you joining us, our community today. Um, Please stick around till the end of this demonstration. We've got lots of information to give. We've got new feature that we just rolled out literally today. And that's what David will be talking about. So, as always, drop in your questions, comments, concerns, and the comments down below. We definitely want to hear from the community. And with that in mind, David, take it away.
All right. So Ryder mentioned previously about Riley and what that is, and is basically, I don't know if he showed this, but it's your grants employee, Riley. It You can enter the instant grants without having to go to the Skip website twice a week. So it applies for you for up to 2 weeks. You get notified of any and all important grant opportunities, and you get auto applied for some of the third party grants. So instead of going through that auto apply that we have now, it does that automatically for you. And then of course, grants vault and application improvement tips and early feedback on your skip 10K grants. So those are the beginning of Riley, and this will get better over time. But if you want access to Riley, you have to go to skipemployee.com, and then you fill out the form on here, and then you'll get access. If you have Plus, you just fill this out and get access, because you do need Plus to use Riley. Now let's go over here, and just in case you weren't sure, but we do have live events throughout the week, and you'll find that under the live events page on the Skip website. So feel free to join them as they come out. It's good. It's good to check this every day or almost every day. And let's head over to co-founder for now, just to show the basic flow of applying for grants with co-founder the way it is now, because I don't have access to Riley yet either. So that's the other thing. We literally just announced it today, and it's gonna be we're gonna be giving access to it over the next few days. But right now, the grants, if you haven't applied for any grants through co-founder, it's very simple to do. You just click on the grants tab right here, or the grants button, and you look for the grant that you're interested in. Some of the grants are like the auto applies, like let's say this one right here, I believe is an auto apply. And I can just click on this, and Riley will do this for you automatically. So you can even skip the whole one click. So let's see here. All right, start application. And it's going to take my pre-filled answers. And then, actually, it didn't even have to do that. So looks like it's save and get application link. Okay. To officially save your answers. Da da da. Don't worry. Okay. Let me see. Submit my application. Yeah, it might not actually work with this one, but this one's a quick one anyways. This is an auto apply. So all you have to do is go to your dashboard and auto apply. Just click apply for me, and it will submit. It says right here, Skip is applying for you. So there's nothing else I have to do here. So that one was not the perfect example, but Riley will be able to do that automatically, and you can skip a few clicks. The instant grants are generally one click. The only reason why I can't do it right now is because I already applied for today's. But for Fridays, if you go into co-founder, just click start applying. On that one, it just automatically submits it. It'll just say all set, it's been applied for, and that's how that works. There's other grants like this Verizon 10K. We always recommend applying for this one. It's a really good grant because they have 50, $10,000 prizes. We have spoken to several that have won this grant in the past, and this is another pretty simple to apply for. Um, Only thing on this grant is that you have to do two courses, two webinars, and once you do that, that opens up the grant application. So this one we have right here. It's taking me to the website. So I'll just show you real quick. So right here is the website for the Verizon grant. You have to register an account on there, and then you have to complete the two courses, which it said we'll say it's somewhere around here. Let me just click on here. Yeah, right here. Complete any combination of two eligible courses or events. So you have to do that once you sign in. Let's just go back over to Skip. Do we have any questions, by the way, Ray?
We do have a few questions that populated here in the chat, David, as you were mentioning Riley. As I showed a little bit earlier, I'll show it again. Empowerment says, welcome, Riley. Yes, big welcome to Riley indeed. The MCP show is asking, is there additional cost if you already have Plus? If you didn't catch it, Riley does not have an additional cost to the Plus subscription since it is included.
All
Of
right.
course, we have Devana here saying, hello, everyone. I'm just here to research information on grants as I begin building my business. Devana, you are in the right place because this is what we talk about every day, all day, including some of our amazing features here that we have built on the platform for entrepreneurs like yourself. So, welcome, welcome. Um, Joanne did ask to write the link for Riley in the chats, which we did right down below. For any of you who are tuning in, you may want to scroll up a little bit in the comment section, but we did post it on there. It's also in the description box down below of the YouTube channel here. And then we've got some interesting tidbits, David. Um, so on the live drawing, we asked, do you prefer applying to the instant grants on Skip, right? How do we prefer to do that? Well, a lot of you commented in, voted in. Thank you so much for those votes. 70% said via traditional form. So I guess we would call that the legacy, correct, David? Legacy
Yeah.
format?
Well, the original, the legacy version, it all works.
And then 30% of us said be a co-founder, which is 685 votes, and that is insane. So again, thanks so much for everyone who voted and chimed in on that. And then we have here a question from YouTube Master. Is there a Skip team member that I can speak to about my Skip AI agent? I've spent quite a bit of time building it, but I think my question is better suited for a private conversation, and they do have a Plus account. So what would you recommend, David?
Email us support@helloskip.com and we'll get you sorted out.
That is correct. And of course, our email address can be used for a number of things. Any questions or concerns, feel free to send them in. We have Chi Ellis here telling us they're building their own website this week, but the Skip website shows that they have a published site already. How to replace the Skip site with the one that they've built?
Depends. So your website is, are you talking about the domain settings or are you talking about on like your public listing and on your account? So for example, if let's say it was your business listing, your public listing, you can go into co-founder and I'm not sure if I have one for this business, but I'll just,
David, you're
oh,
not showing your page. I
okay.
think we page jumped here.
I'm, I'm
There we
there
go.
now. All right. So if let's say it's for your public listing, right here it says new chat, and you can say update my public listing, and I want to change my website from. Actually, I don't even know what website I have here. I want to change my website to, let's say, accounting king.com.
Mhm.
So that's one way of doing it through the co-founder mode, or you can just go to the public listing page, and I'll just show you that way also. Right here, public listing. Whoop. Right here, public listing, and you just click edit listing, and then right here you would change out your website. And matter of fact, it changed it and then it showed it, so I couldn't show the old version. So right here on co-founder, it made the change already for me, and then right here is just showing it exactly. But you can change it either way.
I love the confetti. I cannot say enough about that confetti. I need more of that. So YouTube Master did reply here, David, for us. They unpublished the skip site and kept the public skip listing. So is there an option to unpublish?
The website, yeah, if you go, actually, let me go to another one of my companies here. Let's see. Refresh. I think I have a website for this one. All right, let me look for one that I have a website on. Oh, I see what the problem is. Here we go. So right here, there's if you go to your website page, so right here on the menu, manage visibility, and then you can request to unpublish. Right here, please unpublish my website. So that's an option right there.
All right. Thanks so much for that. We've got a question here from Faith saying she was interested in Skip Riley but changed her mind, and she was only interested in Skip AI. Is she able to change it? Is there a fee? There is no fee, Faith, for this since it is included in your Plus subscription. But if you're not interested, then I would recommend you contact us, support at helloskip.com, to shoot us an email, and we'll be more than happy to assist you that way. Because I don't believe, David, that we have um, a form of some sorts to revert.
I mean, you could fill out the form again. That's one way of doing it. You know, that could work. Just fill out the form again, and then hopefully they don't bump with each other. But if one thing was enabled and you sent in the form again, it would just override it and they just enable anything else that was missing.
Exactly. All right. And then Richie is asking a different question, not related to Riley. If them or someone else wins a $10,000 grant, how do you know if anyone was awarded the grant? Is it through an email or on the Skip site? Things in advance.
So the last one, I know they did it on one of the lives. So they announced who the
Mhm.
winner was. Actually, the last several they've been announcing on the lives. I'm not sure if an email gets sent out, but I definitely know that they do announce them on the lives.
Exactly. And we do update the grants in your funding section to show whether or not you're a candidate. So if it says applied, and I believe what's the other status, David? I can't really think off the top of my head right now.
Applied,
Received?
received,
Yeah, there we
received.
go, received. So if it is marked received, and it's filled in with $10,000, then that's a clear indicator that you've won the grant. But you'll definitely know from the team via email. We'll shoot you a message with all sorts of information on how you can have the funds deposit safely into your account. So,
Yeah, if you
uh,
win, you get an email. That's the main thing. You know, if you win, you get an email,
mhm,
so you'll
mhm.
know.
All right. We have a few more questions here, David, that are popping up. Joanne is asking to, again, a little bit off subject here. Is there a limit of what documents they can save in the documents section? Um, they did a PowerPoint presentation or the history of their business, and can that be saved under this section?
PowerPoint. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I have a quick PowerPoint that I can I know I did one the other day. So let me see
Mhm.
if I can find it, or another one quickly. But let's say I can't. I mean, we can always request to add other types of documents. I feel like you can. You know something? Let me try this. This is a zip file I'm trying to upload here just to see what happens. And it's uploading. So it's a let's see how big this file is. It's about three megabytes, and I don't see it doing any. Oh, hold on. Document uploaded successfully. Look at that. I have so
Oh,
Verizon.zip. So let me click on it, see if I can download it. Yep, it's downloading on my computer. That part you probably can't see, but this worked. So if a
mm,
zip file works, my guess would be that a PowerPoint should work. And if it doesn't work, let us know. Well, if depending on the type of file, we'll probably try to set it up so you can upload it. And PowerPoint definitely makes sense to be able to upload here.
exactly. Exactly. All right. And Faith is letting us know they want Skip Riley, but the question it gives it's two choices. Do you want Skip Riley or do you want to have all of the other AI features? So if that's the case, Faith, if someone does not want Riley, just go ahead and shoot us an email. Again, that's support at helloskip.com. All right.
Yeah.
And then we have the real cat lady. Oh, that's a cute picture of a kitty. Do you have a website to be eligible for a grant?
Depends on the grant. Some grants require it, some don't. So just depends on the grant. For the skip grants, the let's say the $10,000 grants, it's highly recommended that you have one, whether it's a requirement or not.
Exactly. So, with that in mind, David, we're all caught up with the chat questions. Just a
All right.
quick mention here for YouTube Master. Yes, we did answer the 10K grant question. This will be available as a replay, so you can always go back to the beginning and rewatch it to get that information. But to quickly answer your question, yes, the 10K winner has been announced. All right, David, with that in mind, back to you.
All right. And, I'm just going through different grants as far as like the application process. So like this one right here, Breathe a Thrive. I know this one has several questions. It has like 9 essay questions, but I'm just showing you how fast it is to use the co-founder mode. And then with Riley, it's going to be even faster because some of the things will just be automatic right here. So see all grant questions. Let's do that. And here it's going through all the questions. So it shows 8 here. Review pre-filled answers. Let's click it, see what it answers here. Right here, business description. How does your business positively impact your community? So what this is doing right here is it's answering the questions for me. Let's see here. Edit. No, let's add financial pain point. Sure, add that. So it's a matter of a few clicks, and it'll answer the questions for you. Then it'll add it into your into the actual grant files. Let's see here. Use this. Sure. And of course, you want to customize things. You don't want to leave everything as is. So I want to write suggest an answer. So it'll do the. I haven't typed anything yet, and it's just suggesting answers for me. Use that answer, and you just want to get it to 100%. All right. Give me answers for advisor questions. So that's asking if you had to ask any questions of a financial advisor. Use these answers. All right. Give me an example of that question or that answer. All right. And then it says I'm at 100%. Let me just use this, and it's reviewing the details. So if you're ever short on time, and there we go. So if you're ever short on time and really don't have time to do it, it's better to just use the AI and submit it than not submit anything. But then let's just go back here and let me look at Breva Thrive right here. So you'll notice the questions are all answered here. So this is an external grant, so you have to go to their website. But you see here, all the questions are answered. Let me see here. Am I missing one? I guess this one's missing. I have to go back through it, but it answered all these questions. I didn't have any answers on these previously, so it's a big time saver. Now, a question that, but previously on the Verizon grant, we used to have the questions on here, but we don't have it there anymore. But the Verizon grant only has two questions on it. But let's say a grant like this one, you don't see the questions on the Skip website. You can always go on their website, grab the question, put it inside of co-founder, and then
Mhm.
co-founder will answer the question for you. So even if we don't have the question on our website, you can always just copy and paste it here. It'll answer the question for you. So it's another way to save time there. All right. And let's see here. So yeah, so if you haven't gotten used to AI, co-founder or anything like that, it's a good way of getting into AI in general. You know, everything's moving to AI nowadays, and but it's only getting better every day, every week. You see improvements on our platform, and that's we're going to continue to improve everything. So you know, that's
Exactly.
all I got as far as that. But do we have any other questions before we run for the
Oh,
day?
yes. Of course, we have quite a few here, David. We've got Faith saying the exact opposite. So if she chooses, I want all AIs, what happens then? Right? Because we're curious, what happens?
I don't think I don't th- to be honest with you, I don't think it makes a big difference what you pick. I think it's more to gauge interest of, do you want strictly for grants? Do you want all kinds of AIs? So I don't think it's going to be a big difference whichever one you pick, and you can always change later on. So if something does
Mhm.
change, or you want something that's not there, you can always ask for it later.
Exactly, which kind of led into the next question with Coach Lady J. Can they switch back later if they no longer want to choose Riley? So we took care of those. All right,
Well, that
Brian.
one's that one right there is kind of a different question. Whether you can turn it off and on or not, I'm not sure yet. And if enough people request to be able to turn it off, then we would build something that into it. But it's kind of like those auto apply grants. You know, when you turn it on, sometimes you can't
Mhm.
turn it off and you have to request it. So, not sure, but you could always email us and we'll see what we can do as far as turning it off.
All right, and then Brian is asking us here, what was the purpose of creating Riley when co-founder already does the same thing and so much quicker? There's a slight differentiation between Riley and co-founder. With Riley, once you submit your application, we take care of submitting it on your behalf. When you're using co-founder, it doesn't necessarily have that same functionality because co-founder helps you write the grant, not necessarily submit it on your behalf. So that's a little bit of the difference. Anything you want to add there, David?
Yeah, it's kind of automatic versus semi-automatic. Riley's trying
Mhm.
to automatically do things where with co-founder you have to go inside, select the grant, click a couple buttons, and get it going. So it's a difference, automatic versus semi-automatic. Plus, there's some other things in here, early feedback on some grants, application improvement tips, and you can do a lot of that on co-founder now. So yeah, it's not right now. It's not a massive difference for some
Mhm.
things, but it's powered to co-founder right here. You said skip co-founder, so they do a lot of. There's a lot of overlap there.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So YouTube Master coming back to us again with another comment here. On the previous live, a new 10K was being announced, launched in 2 days. If they didn't win the previous one and don't have much time to change because they're still in the same position, how should they approach that grant application?
So in here, one of the specialists is view grants feedback. I believe there's feedback available for the last grant if you've done it. If you create, what was that one? What was the last that last $10,000 grant? Was that the summer grants 3? I
I
believe.
believe so, yeah.
Okay, so if you applied for that one, you click this view grants feedback and it'll give you feedback on that grant, how you can improve it for the next one. So that's
Exactly.
one of the options here. Yeah. And
All right.
then with Riley,
Mhm.
you'll be able to get feedback on the grant early so that you'll have better answers. So that if you, let's say you didn't do that summer grants 3, you can use Riley to get feedback on the current $10,000 grant.
Exactly. Lots of good extra added features to Riley to kind of help improve the overall responses in the submission of your answers to auto applied grants. All right, we've got Avram here, Entities LLCS. For better answers to grant apps, they've been updating the grant vault responses, and the last updated status has remained the same and not reset. So if you're having some technical issues there, Abram, I would definitely recommend you send us an email, and we'll be able to help you troubleshoot some of those issues. Otherwise, David, any quick suggestions there?
Yeah, yeah. So for that, so like let's say the updated isn't working, type in a 1, save your answer again, and you see last updated 3 seconds ago, and then I'll just get rid of the 1 now, save the answer again. It kind of resets it. So you just add a thing, then take it back out, and then that should hopefully that'll work for you.
All right. Look at this comment from nonprofit donor Switchship. My real life assistant would not like Riley unless I hired Riley to be her assistant.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
oh
You
man.
can do that. You can do that. You can have your assistant use Riley to help with the grants. So yeah, that works.
All right. And then we've got OZB here. What membership level do you need to get Riley or co-founder, and what is the entry cost? So again, in order to get Riley and co-founder and all of our other AI features to unlock them, you would need to have a plus subscription. So definitely head on over to that. The yearly package is $179.99, around $180 a year. Definitely worth it for all the different grants that you'll be able to submit and apply to on behalf of your company.
Yeah,
And of
twenty
course,
nine ninety
tax
nine a month.
deduction.
29.99
Yeah.
a month if you want to go monthly.
So definitely a good investment for your business. All of us here at Skip definitely recommend it. And again, it's a tax deduction at the end of the year. So what more do you want, right?
Yeah, it's business expense.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right. Other than that, David, we've caught up to everyone here in the comment section. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, joining David and myself on these new release feature, which is Riley, your employee, right, for grant auto apply applications. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe. Good luck. And let us know if you have any other questions or concerns.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a great day.